أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم وفوق كل ذي علم عليم صدق الله العظيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. This is our first demonstration for using Python through Jupyter Notebook. In order to work with Jupyter Notebook, there is more than one way you can do this. You can run Jupyter online using anaconda.com. You can add Jupyter Notebook as an extension to Visual Studio Code. But the easiest way as well now is to just go for this URL, https jupyter.org slash tryjupyter slash lab. It will open Jupyter online directly without the need to install any software. So you can work immediately. At the same time, also, you don't worry about the operating system. This can run with Windows, can run with Linux, with Mac, with MacBook, can run with Android. So it's very simple for you to try and work with any platform. We are going to use through Python, clicking on Python. This is our programming language. So now starting with Python, Python is simple to use programming language. The variables in Python are dynamically typed. Means that the variable is defined immediately and dynamically when you assign variable to value. For example, if you assign x, the value of x is 10. Now x becomes integer because you are assigning 10, which is integer, to x. Now coming to run this code in Jupyter Notebook, as you will see, it is a very simple to run Python code because you don't need to open a Python file like in Visual Studio. Then you start to write some code. Then after some time, when you want to run another code, you may need or you may find it easier for you to remove or to delete the first code, then write another code and run it. Or you open a new file, then you have to save it. Practically, as you see now, it is a very simple to run the code directly on Jupyter Notebook because the code is running through cells. This is one cell, as you see, x equals 10. In order to run this code, you either click on this run like this. So now x is defined as 10, okay, as integer, and the value of x is 10. Let us check the type of x using type function. So type, and between two parentheses, x, then we run it. It is, as you see, integer. We can assign x to reassign x to x equals 3.5 and run it. Now let us check the type of x after this value, new value. It becomes float. Float means decimal value. We can reassign x to string, like hi there, hello. This is one line. Okay, and execute it. As you see, executing and running the code in Jupyter Notebook does not require that you click on this run. You can even, and easier for you, to just click on Shift plus Enter one time. So Shift plus Enter will run this code automatically. So now x becomes string. When we check the type of x, we will see that it is string. We can also assign x equals, now it becomes list. So between two square brackets, for example, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. When we run this and check the type of x, we will see that x now becomes a list. We can even change or reassign x to be a tuple like this. Between two parentheses, we type 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Run it. Then now let us check the type of x. It becomes tuple. Okay, so assign x to dictionary as you see now. For example, key colon value, comma, key 1 colon value 1, run it. Okay, it was a mistake. Should be key 1, then colon, not comma. Run it now. So x now is dictionary. If we check the type of x, we will see that x is dict means dictionary. Say that x equals true. Run it and check the type of x. We will see that type of x is Boolean. Boolean means either true or false. So in this short lines, we have one variable that is x, and we assign it that this variable to different values. And as you see, now Python is dynamically typed. So you see that it is defining the data type of the variable based on what you are typing. So it is not like other languages. In other languages, you have to predefine, you have to initiate the variable first and define the data type. For example, int x as integer. So in this situation, x has to become an integer. And if you assign any decimal or string value to x in this situation, you will get an error. But in Python, instead of getting an error, it will change dynamically the data type of x to become another data type. So as we saw now, we have different data types. This is called toast. So integer and float and string are the main data types of. At the same time, we have also data structured data structured structured data types. So the structured data type is a list, tuple, and dictionary. And we have also set. For example, we can define that x equals set. So it will run. Now let us check the type of x. It will tell you that x is a set. Okay. So we have now shown quickly the different types of data types for Python. We have here, as you see, int, float, and string, and we have list. This starting from here, list and tuple and dictionary and set. All of them are called structured data type. So structured data type is not the same as data type. All of the data types in Python are objects. So there is an important note that everything in Python is an object. So let me write it. If I want to write any line which is not executed as code in Python, I have simply to comment. Comment means that in Python, you type hash key, then type whatever you like. It will not be considered as a text. So we can say that everything in Python is object, and the data type is instance of this object. So that means that when we define any data type in Python, so actually we are having an instance of the object that is representing this data type. So talking about like x equals 10. Now when we run this again and check the type of x, as you will see, now x is what is integer. Okay. So in this situation, if we want to say that to rhyme, let us add another add another here, insert a cell. Okay, or here, let us insert cell here below. So now x is integer. So if you type x and you type dot and click the tab key, look, these are the attributes and the methods, properties and the methods of the integer, as you will see now. So now we are getting to see the attributes of integer because x becomes an integer, an int data type. At the same time, when we are assigning again, when we assign x to 3.5, so now x becomes float. So let us type x dot and click on the tab key. Now it will show you, as you see, different menu, different attributes, different methods, which is assigned for what? For the float data type. We, after that, assigned x to string, so x becomes string. So let me add, as you see here, insert a cell below and run this one again. So now x becomes string. If I want to check the properties and the methods of x, so x dot, click on the tab key. Now look, we have totally different properties and methods. This is pertaining to the string in Python. So from here, you get to know that Python is objects. The data types in Python are objects, and when you are assigning any variable to a specific data type, it means that you are initiating an instance of this object. This is also the same for the list. Now x becomes a list here, okay? Let me run this again and insert here one cell below and check what are the properties. As you see now, append and clear and copy and count and extend and index and insert and pop and remove and reverse and sort. All these are the properties and methods for the list in Python. Going to next one, like the tuple. Here we assigned x to tuple value. So now if we insert another cell here and check what are the methods, we will see that tuples has only two, count and index. So tuple is different from list, that it has only two methods, which are count and index. So now let us start to work with numbers in Python. As you see, when you click on any, look, click to add cell. So it is very easy to add a new cell, to remove the cell, to insert, like here, to insert a cell down. You can also insert a cell up. So it is a very flexible and powerful as well. Now let us start working with numbers in Python. Now say that x equals 5 and run it. So we can print this one to show it. So using print between two parentheses x, run it, it will type 5. We can print also something like print, then the variable x is comma x, and run it, it will type the variable x is 5. Okay, so as you see now, using print, I can put some text here like this, then comma and the variable name. In this situation, it will print on the screen this value.